Welcome to step 8 of 14 in our workshop, the 14 steps of how to attract wealth. In this step 8 of 14, we will discuss the concept, the step called think like it's already done. Whatever it is that you are trying to create, whatever it is that you are trying to attract, to build, think like it's already done. All along in the past 7 steps, we've given many examples of a house you want to build, a home you want to build, a community you want to turn around, a school you want to bring into the community, a factory you want to bring in the community to employ 1,000 youths, a project you want to bring in the community to feed 5,000 poor, vulnerable households. Whatever it is, it's you who knows that thing, that desire which is inside you, which comes from your heart of hearts. Now, whatever it is, think like it's already done. As an initial step toward getting rich, you must create a clear and definite mental picture of what you want. We've kept emphasizing that. Create a clear and definite mental picture of what you want. You cannot transmit an idea unless you have got it yourself. You can't give what is not in you. You can't pass over to the Spirit of God, that creative spirit, that executor of what God wants to do for you. You can't transmit to that place, to Him, to the Spirit, that your desire, your idea, unless it has formed in you. You must have the idea first before you can give it. Many of us African people fail to impress upon the Spirit because we have a vague and misty mental picture. That mental picture of something we want to create is vague and it's like mist. That morning experience, you've seen mist when you wake up a certain day and there is mist, and when it shines, the mist disappears. Our mental picture is vague, is misty of the thing we want to do or to have or to become. It is not enough to have a general desire for wealth with which to do good things. Everybody can have that basic level of desire. It's not enough to wish to travel, to wish to see things, to wish to enjoy life. I wish I could travel. I wish I could see Mount Kilimanjaro. I wish I could enjoy this and that kind of life. It is not enough just to wish for something. Everybody can have that basic level of desire. Anybody can wish, I wish, I wish, I wish. Wishing to send a message to your friends cannot send them the message. If you want to communicate to a friend and you say, I wish I could send a message to my friend. And you say, let me now send a message to them. You cannot send a message to them by reading the alphabet. You make a phone call and you begin to say A, B, C, D, E, F, G. That's what a misty, vague image looks like. It is disjointed. It doesn't make mental, spiritual sense. When you are sending a message to the friend, you will take time to clarify the message you want to communicate and the response you expect from that friend. Then you will sit down and put the words to the alphabet together into words and phrases and sentences and even paragraphs that deliver the message you are intending to deliver, so that it gets the effect you intend to get. That's the process. You will sit down and start with the basic pieces, the alphabet, put them together into the right words, put those words together into the right phrases, put those phrases together into the right sentences, put those sentences together into the right paragraphs. And that's when you will get the letter, or the memo, or the conversation. Now, likewise, to impress your hopes and desires upon the Spirit of God, your image must be put together coherently and definitely, and it should express exactly what you want. Directing unformed longings or cravings and vague desires to the Spirit of God is ineffective. It cannot set the creative power into action. In the Bible, somewhere it says, if you want to build a tower, you sit down and count the cost and calculate and design, just to paraphrase. You sit down and figure out that tower, how high it will be, how wide it will be, how strong it will be. What will it be able to hold, that tower? That was counsel given by Jesus. That when you want to construct anything, you sit down and put it together. Now, commit to pay attention to the creative process that begets what you want by going over what you want to do, what you want to be, what you want to become, what you want to get. Go over it. Ensure that you see it. Pay the attention. Reach to a point where you see it. Get a clear mental picture of it as it will look when you have got it. We are discussing a step called think like it's already done. Hold that mental picture continually in your mind. How will that school look? Maybe at break time, when the children have come out of the classes for break. What will it look like? What will the children be doing? What will the teachers be doing? What will be the energy? What will be the feeling? Can you hear the laughter of the children? Can you see them excited? Can you see them chasing one another? Can you see them? Can you see them getting their break time snack? Can you see them taking their porridge, their milk? What do you see? You must get it so clear, like it is already done. Like it's already done. Think like it's already done. Maintain your mind focused toward it all the time without losing sight of it. Be like the sailor. The sailor keeps his mind focused to the port where he's sailing. When the waves and the winds stir his boat, of course, he adjusts his course back to face the port where he was going. That means when you are believing for something, the winds and the waves will be there. They will hit that boat. It will lose course. It will point elsewhere. It is your responsibility and my responsibility to get back, to point towards the port where we were sailing, toward which we were sailing. To point back to the school. When you face hard times, when you face the pressure of poverty, lack, and want, when you are surrounded with everything which looks the opposite of that school, looks the opposite of that college, looks the opposite of that hospital, looks the opposite of that factory, looks the opposite of that project, when all those waves and winds surround you, adjust the compass of your mind to go back and see that school, that college, that hospital, that project, that community, that improved situation, like it is already done. If your desire to attract anything, to attract wealth, isn't strong enough to hold your thoughts to the purpose, you will find it not viable or worthwhile to carry out the instructions and the exercises we are recommending in this workshop. If the picture is not clear enough, the hunger you feel inside for that thing will not be strong enough, and so you will not have the power to make the sacrifice, to make the changes, to make the adjustment. The clearer and the more definite you make the mental picture, and the more you brood over it, the stronger will be your desire. The stronger your desire, the easier it will be to keep your mind fixed upon that mental picture of what you desire. You need to go beyond seeing the picture clearly, because staying at that level leaves you as a mere dreamer with little power to turn the dream into reality. To manifest your clear vision in tangible form, follow these steps. 1, place behind your vision, your image, that image you see, place behind it the purpose for realizing it. What's the purpose for that project? To restore hope and improve the quality of life in that community. To create enlightenment and drive out ignorance, poverty, and disease from that community. So, place behind that vision, that image, the purpose for realizing it. Number 2, place behind the purpose unwavering faith that the thing is already done, that the thing is already yours. Believe strongly that the thing is already at hand, that you only need to possess it, but it's already done. These adjustments are tough battles with yourself. The negative, the pain, the lack, the want, the fear, the worry, the doubt, those things are easier. They are easier to embrace them. It is so easy to embrace fear. It is easier to embrace fear than it is to embrace faith. So number 3, start to mentally live in the thing and to use it. Start to teach in that hospital. Take yourself there mentally in your mind. God has given you that power as a human being. That's what makes you like a God. You are able to transport yourself and teach in the school which is not yet there. Faith is the substance, the touchable thing of the substance of things hoped for. You hope for the school, but it is the substance. It is there. You hope for it, but it is there. It's there how? Not physically. It's there mentally. It's there spiritually. So you transport yourself and hold the lesson. and chat with these kids in the school that you hope for. Faith is the substance of things hoped for. It's the evidence of things not seen. You don't see it, but it is evidence. You have evidence. Evidence is in your mind. Faith is that evidence. So, we have been exploring a step which says, think like it is already done. Think like it is already done. Transport yourself to that place. Go into that school. Walk in that hospital. Walk in that factory. See yourself chatting with the young men and the young women. See yourself seeing the brightness in their faces because of the hope that the factory has created. Think like it's already done. That is our step 8 of 14. I welcome you to step 9 of our workshop.